The movie begins with a prison transport van in Russia. The van stops at a gas station to refuel. Some prisoners are allowed to step out to use the restroom, but during the head count, the officers notice that one prisoner is missing. While searching the area, they eventually find him behind the restroom. His name is Kraven. Soon after, all the prisoners are taken back to the prison and locked inside their cells. The next day, Kraven is working out when a few inmates start bothering him. A fight breaks out between them, and because of the violence, Kraven is taken to the territory manager, a man named Simon. Inside Simon's office, Kraven notices the head of a lion mounted on the floor like a trophy rug. The lion had been killed and turned into a decorative carpet. Kraven angrily tells Simon that hunting animals like that is wrong. Simon gets furious after hearing this. But suddenly, Kraven attacks Simon using the lion's tooth and kills him. He quickly escapes the officers and makes his way to the roof. From there, Kraven climbs over the prison wall and manages to escape. One of his friends arrives with a plane to help him, and just like that, Kraven finally becomes free from police custody. We then learn that Kraven had actually entered the prison disguised as an inmate. His real mission was to kill Simon, and now that Simon is dead, his mission is complete. The story then shifts back to 12 years earlier. We see Kraven and his brother Dmitri as teenagers. Their father, Nikolai, comes to pick them up from school and takes them from London to New York. During the trip, Nikolai tells them that their mother has died. She had been struggling with mental health issues for a long time, which eventually led to her death. Kraven angrily tells his father that if he had cared more about his family instead of his business, none of this would have happened. But Nikolai coldly replies that no one can stop death. Nikolai is a very successful hunter, and that same day he takes his sons on a hunting trip. Meanwhile, we are introduced to a girl named Calypso. Her grandmother is a tarot card reader, and Calypso wants to become one just like her. Her grandmother gives her an old herbal formula that has been passed down through generations. This special remedy can heal even the deepest wounds and has the power to save a person's life. On the other side, Nikolai had brought his sons to hunt a lion, but when they fail to find one, they end up killing a deer instead. That night, they set up a tent and stay in the forest. Dmitri has a special ability. He can perfectly mimic anyone's voice. The next day, a hunter named Alexei comes to meet Nikolai. He tells Nikolai that he has known him for a long time and wants to form a partnership with him. However, Nikolai immediately refuses to work with him. Alexei storms off in anger. Meanwhile, Kraven and Dmitri go much deeper into the wilderness searching for prey. After a while, a powerful lion suddenly appears in front of them. Kraven steps forward to save Dmitri and is just about to shoot the lion. But the lion suddenly attacks Kraven. During the attack, Kraven's shoulder is badly wounded. Hearing the commotion, Nikolai arrives with his men. To save Kraven, he fires at the lion, but the bullets seem to have no effect. The lion then drags Kraven's body away from the area. At that same place, Calypso had come with her parents to see the animals. When she notices Kraven badly injured, she runs to him and gives him a special potion to heal him. It is revealed that a single drop of the lion's blood enters Kraven's body. Because of the potion and that drop of blood, Kraven gains strength similar to a lion. He is taken to the hospital, and after seeing his condition, the doctor believes he won't survive. But after some time, Kraven regains consciousness. Nikolai then takes him back home. Inside the house, the head of the same lion that attacked Kraven is mounted on the wall. Nikolai tells him to quit his studies and start hunting instead. However, Kraven never liked killing animals, so he decided to leave home. In the silence of the night, Kraven packs his belongings and quietly leaves the house. Just then, Dmitri stops him. Dmitri begs him not to leave, saying that if Kraven goes away, he will be completely alone because their father neither loves him nor respects him. But even after hearing this, Kraven doesn't change his decision. He tells Dmitri that if he stays, their father will turn him into a hunter as well. After that, Kraven leaves and boards a ship heading toward Russia. On the way, several bulls suddenly charge toward him at full speed. One bull steps in front of Kraven as if protecting him. In the bull's eyes, Kraven appears like a king, which is why it helps him. Kraven manages to escape and eventually arrives at the same house where his mother used to bring both brothers for recreation. Kraven decides to stay there from now on. That night, he starts feeling hungry, so he goes out to hunt. Here we finally see the true extent of Kraven's power. He was behaving just like a lion. All of this happened because of the lion's blood and that mysterious potion. Suddenly, Kraven hears the sound of gunshots. He quickly climbs up a tree to see what's happening. From there, he notices a group of hunters shooting bulls with their rifles. Kraven rushes over to save the animals. The hunters had already killed several bulls and cut off their horns. Kraven tells them to leave the place immediately, but they refuse to go. Because of that, Kraven kills them. The movie then shifts to the present timeline, where Kraven returns to the same house again. By this time, 12 years have passed while he has been living there. The jungle and the animals have now become his family. Soon, Kraven hears the sound of hunters again, so he goes to investigate. He sees some hunters cutting off the horns of dead bulls and loading them into their vehicle. Kraven tries to stop them, but they drive away. Kraven quickly jumps onto the moving vehicle and kills the hunters within seconds. However, one man manages to escape and reaches his hideout. But when he gets there, Kraven is already waiting for him. Kraven tells him that his boss didn't write his name in the notebook. Just then, Kraven notices the man's name in the book, listed as a hunter. Without wasting any time, Kraven immediately kills him. Kraven's mission now is to eliminate these hunters, people who kill animals and sell their claws, horns, and skins for money. He wants to take them down as quickly as possible to protect the animals. After this, the movie shows Calypso, whose mother has just passed away that day. She is devastated by her mother's death. Kraven comes to meet Calypso and gives her a card and a glass bottle. He also reminds her of the time when she once saved his life. Seeing Kraven alive makes Calypso extremely happy. Calypso then discovers that Kraven has already prepared a complete list of illegal hunters. These are the people who hunt animals and sell their claws, horns, and skins to make money. Calypso decides to join Kraven's mission to protect the animals. Now the two of them start hunting down the hunters together. After this, the movie shows Alexei. His men inform him that a man named Kraven has been killing hunters, and if they don't stop him, he'll end up killing everyone. Hearing this, Alexei goes to an old gang and tells them that Kraven has killed their boss. So now, Alexei says he wants to take over their business. Some of the gang members refuse his offer, while others agree to become Alexei's partners. But for those who refuse, Alexei reveals his true form to kill them. In reality, Alexei has several biochemical tubes attached to his body. These tubes allow him to remain in a human form. But the moment the tubes are removed, he transforms into a rhino. Seeing this terrifying form, everyone becomes frightened and quickly agrees to follow him. After this, we see Dmitri, who is having a birthday party. Suddenly, some thugs attack the place. Instead of fighting them, Dmitri hides under a table. Seeing this, Nikolai becomes furious with him. He says, "If you can't even protect yourself, how will you ever protect me?" Once again, Dmitri falls in Nikolai's eyes. Next, we see the Russian prison where Kraven had killed Simon. Another man arrives there who has the power of hypnosis. With this ability, he can stop anyone and kill them easily. His mission is to eliminate Kraven. On the other hand, Kraven arrives in New York to wish Dmitri on his birthday. Dmitri is extremely happy to see him, and the two start talking for a long time. After a while, Nikolai also arrives. He tells Kraven that his business is very large, and that Kraven should take responsibility for running it. He asks Kraven to join him in the business, but Kraven refuses. After that, the three of them party together. Dmitri drinks too much alcohol, so Kraven takes him to his room. The next morning, when Kraven comes to meet Dmitri, he finds out that some thugs have kidnapped him. Kraven immediately starts chasing the car. Kraven chases the car with full force, like a predator going after its prey. Jumping across buildings in New York City, he almost reaches the vehicle, but the thugs escape in a helicopter. After this, Kraven goes to Clip for help and tells her that the man who kidnapped Dmitri was smoking Turkish cigarettes, which means the kidnapper was Turkish. Hearing this, Clip agrees to help him. To save his brother, Kraven goes to Nikolai. He tells him that the kidnappers are demanding $20 million to release Dmitri, so he asks Nikolai to give him the money. But Nikolai refuses. He believes that if he pays the ransom, he will look weak in front of his enemies. To scare Nikolai, the kidnappers even send Dmitri's cut finger, but Nikolai still refuses to pay. Furious, Kraven leaves. Kraven and Clip then go to a man who knows the location of the Turkish kidnapper. After getting the information, Kraven heads there and easily kills the men guarding the place. While fighting, he reaches the Turkish man and demands to know where his brother is. The man reveals that Dmitri is with Alexei, and warns that if Kraven doesn't reach him soon, Alexei will kill Dmitri. We then see Alexei talking to Dmitri like a friend. He tells Dmitri that he knows his father doesn't respect him, and since he plans to kill both Nikolai and Kraven anyway, Dmitri should join him. Alexei promises to give him power beyond anything he has ever imagined. Hearing this, Dmitri agrees. Meanwhile, Kraven prepares to kill Alexei. Clip is with him in the house. When Kraven presses a button, several dangerous weapons appear. Tools designed self. Clip is shocked to see them. Looking at a bow and arrow, she says she can use it too. But Kraven laughs and tells her to stay away from the fight because she won't be able to handle their enemies. When Alexei asks Dmitri about Kraven's location, Dmitri reveals it. Soon after, Alexei and his men go to kill Kraven. They launch an attack, and Kraven starts fighting back. All the animals of the jungle are his allies, and during the battle they also join him against the enemies. But Christopher, who has hypnotizing powers, begins to brutally beat Kraven. Just as Christopher is about to kill him, Clip arrives and shoots Christopher with an arrow. Meanwhile, Alexei believes his men have already killed Kraven and feels happy. But suddenly he sees a herd of buffalo running toward their vehicles. The animals smash into the cars. Before the collision, Alexei transforms into a rhino. Kraven arrives, and the two begin an intense fight. Kraven uses all his weapons and strength to kill Alexei, but nothing seems to affect him. Alexei's power is far greater than Kraven's weapons. Still, Kraven refuses to give up. Alexei lifts a bus and throws it at him, but Kraven escapes from underneath and drives a metal rod into Alexei's stomach, right where Alexei had his power tubes connected. This weakens him. To finish him, Kraven calls the buffalo back. The animals charge at Alexei, crushing him and breaking his bones under their weight. Before dying, Alexei tells Kraven that he doesn't even know who the real mastermind behind everything is. Then we see Dmitri holding a gun. He decides to kill Alexei, but Kraven stops him, believing Alexei will die on his own soon. Later, Kraven confronts the manhunter, who turns out to be none other than Nikolai. Kraven tells him that he has killed all the great hunters. He says he could have killed Nikolai long ago, but he spared him because he was his father. Nikolai tells him he can kill him now. Kraven doesn't want to kill him with his own hands, so he releases a bear, which attacks and kills Nikolai. After that, the story jumps 1 year into the future. No hunters are left alive, and all the animals in the jungle are finally safe. Next, we see Dmitri's birthday party, where Kraven comes to meet him. Dmitri says he will now complete the unfinished work of their father. Kraven advises him not to hunt animals anymore, but Dmitri suddenly transforms into Kraven's appearance and warns him not to stand in his way. In fact, Alexei had given Dmitri the power to change his form. Because of this power, Alexei himself could transform into a rhino. Dmitri already had the ability to change his voice, but now he can also take the appearance of anyone. Dmitri decides to take over his father's business, making him Kraven's new enemy. Nikolai had left a jacket and a letter for Kraven, which said, "A hunter never forgets how to hunt, and you already know your new prey." That prey was Dmitri, and Kraven was ready to hunt him. And with that, the movie comes to an end. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Also subscribe to this channel for more stories like this.